Compact cars just don't get any more flexible, spacious, and versatile than this Honda Fit. Under that cheeky and cheerful sheet metal, and surrounded by the Fit's latest cabin and features, is a car with its crosshairs on a shopper after maximum flexibility, space, and fuel economy. Whether you're single, part of a young and active couple, downsizing out of a minivan, or after a flexible and thrifty second family runabout, this machine should be given your immediate attention. That got camera guy James's immediate attention. He even bought some color-matching sunglasses. Let's start with the flexibility. We hired this red-headed fella to show you that every inch of this cargo space is usable, and since the back of the Fit is shaped like a box, the cargo hold is tall, wide, and stretched to the very corners. Seatbacks fold down flat when required, giving you a wide-open space like a miniature cargo van. You could sleep back here on a camping trip if you wanted to, because who likes setting up tents? When upright, the rear seats prove generous for 2 adults or 3 kids with a flat rear floor that's free of a hump to chew up foot space. This also makes it a great place for your canine to hang out when you engage one of the Fit's best tricks, flipping the seat bottoms up. Room in here for Fido, maybe a bike, a flat screen TV, a piece of furniture, or whatever you like. Put simply, here's a machine that packs big space into a small package and the flexibility to handle just about anything you toss its way or toss inside. Lots of room for a weekend worth of camping gear, a full load from Costco, or a trip to my favorite place in the whole universe, IKEA.
I'll say here that in the hundreds of cars I've reviewed over hundreds of thousands of kilometers in the last decade or so, Honda is the brand that really stands out when it comes to interior packaging, with utility vehicles that really pack a heap of space relative to their size, and the Fit's no exception. It's not what you call a large car when you walk up to it or when you see one rolling down the road, but all of this space and flexibility inside kind of leaves you wondering how they did it.
Up front, you notice Fit's unique interior packaging right from when you open the door, super wide, and see the floor sitting very low within the car's body, so it's really easy to get in and out, especially sliding over the slippery leather seats, and there's headroom in abundance even for taller folks. You get a covered center console with a lid, a deep storage bin, door bins, and no shortage of charging points and USB hookups either. Featured content on this fully loaded tester added a touchscreen navigation and communication interface, touch-tap climate control which inconveniently doesn't work with gloves on, push-button start which does, and a neato-looking partially digital instrument cluster with driver computer. The dash is notably clean and tidy and high-tech looking, with almost no buttons to speak of, as touch screens and touch-tap interfaces are used instead. Heated seats and a sunroof push things upscale, and though material selection won't blow anyone's pants off, some nice detailing and stitching and layering helps round it out as a bit on the premium side. Then there's the engine. This 1.5-liter 4-cylinder is direct injected, clean as a whistle, has VTEC, likes to rev as Honda engines do, and makes 130 horsepower, fairly generous given its size. It performs well and sips fuel. That's the good news.
Thing is, it's a fairly loud engine, and the sound you hear isn't particularly pleasing. I actually owned an earlier Honda Fit for years, and though it was far less powerful than this new one, I think the engine was more refined and nice to listen to. Now, that's not really a deal breaker for most shoppers in this segment, but if you're a fan of refinement from your power plant, this engine will leave you wanting a little.
All models are front-wheel drive and offer a 6-speed stick or continually variable transmission, or CVT, like the tester. It works like an automatic, but without preset gears, it's smoother, easier on fuel, and helps maximize performance since it doesn't need to pause to shift gears because it doesn't have any. Power is delivered on a smooth and endless but somewhat noisy wave when called upon, and driven gently, the CVT helps the Fit move along nicely with minimal throttle input and steady revs. With the added power and the new CVT transmission maximizing it, there's a definite performance benefit. Fit impresses with its maneuverability, quick and agile reflexes in tight quarters, and is delightfully easy to park. It turns on a dime, outward visibility is excellent, and so is the backup camera. So in a busy parking lot, Fit is like a sneak attack ninja that can dive into any parking space it likes with ease. Ride quality largely falls at the mercy of the surface beneath. In my locale, with its rough roads covered in potholes, the ride can become noisy and harsh, though on smooth highways, it's slightly sporty and comfortable overall. It's on long highway drives where my main complaints of the Fit came to light. As great as it is around town, the highway driving experience lets it down slightly. First, the fuel tank is small, so though Fit sips the gasoline, you'll still need to refuel every few hundred clicks. Second, wind noise levels are high, and even by about 100 kph you'll hear lots of it. Then head up a hill or pass, getting that engine working a little, and the sound from under the hood works its way into the cabin too. Finally, there's no armrest, which really sucks if you have arms, especially 4 hours into a drive. Other notes, this lane watch camera system is slick. Signal right or tap the button and a wide angle camera gives you a clear view down the far side of the car, making lane changes safer and making the world around safer for pedestrians and cyclists in crowded city streets. It's a slick and innovative little touch. Finally, mileage on my watch landed at a very thrifty 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers, excellent in my books given the size and space and intentions of this machine and the fact that it was the dead of winter and extremely cold for most of my test week. End of the day where flexibility, fuel efficiency, and space galore take priority, and if you can get past some above average noise levels and a small fuel tank, this one hits the mark as what's probably the most clever, versatile, and handy little compact on the road. Fit starts under $15,000 with a fully loaded model like the Tester, packing all the options from under $23,000. Thanks for watching.